Hi guys, ae92 guys back with another video on the little progress on the ae92 and the Scion XP2. So, uh, I had the car wasn't running right. It always take a while to start after I started cutting all the wires that I didn't needed. I think I did something wrong. I cut it something, and I did not, I guess. But one of the things I did not notice was that the knock sensor wire was, not connected. One of them was broken off. I did not notice that when I connected it last time, and when I put the harness in. The reason I knew that the uh, crankshaft, knock sensor was broken, it was because I wired in an OBD2. Took me a few minutes. I should have done that a long time ago, but did not have. I haven't. I had the time a little bit, but I try to work on a lot of different things, families, cars, and other stuff that I got going on in the yard, and in here. I also started a new job. Uh, I I work for RTA, which is the city transit, buses, big buses. I was working on getting a CDL also, Class B CDL, because there's a passenger, passenger bus, so you have to have a Class B. Not and I haven't had the time to work on the car, so I uh, I did this the other day. I'm getting power from the alternator, and the ground is right there at the intake. So over here is a wireless OBD2 dongle, and it's with my Mako scan tool. So as soon as I got the code for the knock sensor, I went and looked in there with a flashlight, and ding, that's where the problem was. It's idling a lot better. Right now, it's sitting like at 1,000 RPM. I know that's kind of high, but it's car is cold. I haven't given it the chance to like completely warm up to operating temperature. Uh, it's loud. It's also puking oil. It's more like from the number four uh, header tube, and that's the valve seals. I back when I took this motor out, I if you followed the channel since the beginning, I put new cams, Toyota OEM cams, in this motor, and this motor was not burning oil at all. It sit for a good amount of time. I put new cams in it. I'm like, let's just do it. And once I got all this done and started, now it started puking oil. So I got the valve seals a long time ago. I actually got the valve seals before I got the cams with the intention of putting them in, but I never did because I in the process of buying a house at the time and all this wonderful stuff. So I wanted to load the car up on the trailer, drive it on a U-Haul trailer, and not have to push it from where it was at in the backyard. Uh, so yeah, I actually fixed the knock sensor with an injector from that harness right there. An injector, yeah, it's the same. It's the same plug. So I cut out one of the injectors from that other harness and put it in. Now it's better. Also, uh, a couple other things have been fixed, and that's why I got confused earlier and said crankshaft sensor is because the crankshaft sensor on this wire has been fixed, and this one, which is a oil control valve, whatever the function is, I can't even remember. Uh, cylinder head temperature sensor that had to be fixed. Two, the camshaft position sensor. The wires are a little tore up, but it's still got good continuity on it. So I'm not touching that as soft right now. So yeah, I mean, I've been working hard. The multimeter's right there. I'm just making sure whatever I repair is good. Uh, and the car's gonna be done slowly but surely. It's in here. So before, back when it was in the backyard and stuff like that, I used to work on it a lot more. Now it's here. It's like it's at home. So I'm not going anywhere no time soon. So I'm not rushing. I really hope this summer I'd be able to get this car out. Uh, and have fun with it, which is pretty close now. When I started, it idles a lot better, and before, without the mass airflow sensor, now it's idling with the mass airflow sensor connected. Let me just double check. Yeah, it is connected. So yeah, it is idling at 1,000 RPMs, code with the mass airflow sensor connected. Before, I had to disconnect the mass airflow sensor for it to be able to at least sit at idle. And I don't know what RPMs at the time because I didn't have the OBD connected. I can see the RPMs with my scan tool. I can see, monitor a few things. So now it's a matter of exhaust, quiet this thing down. That's gonna be the next thing I'm gonna work on because it's super loud. It's super loud, uh, and I didn't basically, let's say, I checked every injector of this car. I checked every coil because it sounded like it had a mad misfire, and it was the crankshaft. Not the crankshaft again. The knock sensor that was bad. I mean the wiring. So that's why I was chasing my tail for a minute. Once I got that done and got the code, I realized that the only thing I didn't check was the knock sensor, and bada bing, bada boom. That's what it was. So yeah. With that being said, the next thing will be the exhaust. I'm gonna have to bring this thing at least 4 foot off the floor, or take it to a buddy's house and fabricate the exhaust because I don't work at Toyota anymore, so it's gonna be even harder to do that. Now I got other projects with, like you guys know, the Scion XB. The turbo system was taken off. Just slowly been buying parts for this one. I got all new gaskets, of course. I guess it was leaking at one point from the system being removed and installed a few times. And I just basically gonna refresh all the gaskets, and some of the gaskets that were sitting there, they had like the orange silicone on it. I mean, whoever did it, that's the way they did it, and so it didn't. That gasket has silicone. The gasket that goes in between here, the downpipe and the turbo, there was no gasket there. So I got a new oil feed line, new gasket for that, and I got this gasket up here, which is the exhaust manifold gasket. Now I need this one, which is the gasket for the turbo, the TO4, I think it is, whatever it is. I got to get that one new. And manifold is getting ready to be welded. That's why you see over here, it's got to crack all the way down this way. So I ground it all the way around. Got to dig that out. I'm gonna try chopping it again and bring this welds down a little bit. It's gonna be harder in there, but you got to do what you got to do. So, yeah. And I've slowly been porting some of the high spots. You can see, I mean, it's not the greatest manifold in the world, but I guess it could use some porting a little bit. Actually, let me open the garage door. It's smoking here a little bit. There it goes. And yeah, all the projects are currently, you know, getting tackled little by little. Just stay tuned for the next video, guys. I promise you guys this thing is going to run smooth one day. In the near future, not too long from here. Yeah, if you got any questions, hit me up. Hit a like, comment, subscribe. If you got any questions, comment. I have no problem, you know, answering any questions. If you got any questions about DXB, just ask me anything you want. I'm here to help. Also, I got to get that alternator out. And the reason I haven't put it together, I'm going to get a compressor, air compressor, which I should have a long time ago, but like a media blast, soda blast, like the engine block and all the stuff that looks nasty. It's really dark in there. I really want it looking clean. Another thing, I'm trying to go to the junkyard is to get one of these that's cleaner. This one's full of dents and things like that. So yeah, a lot of little updates. Can't wait for the spring to come back and, you know, I take these cars out at least. I'm not gonna use it on the winter. This thing is really clean and nice, so trying to keep it that way. I mean, so all right, guys. This is it for today. ae92 guys signing out. Thank you very much.